In this video, I'm going to be unboxing and setting up the Big Lots Halloween 2024 Raven Scarecrow Animatronic. I want to say real quickly thank you to the Big Lots team for letting me get a chance to get this guy. Now let's go ahead and begin the unboxing. Alrighty, hello everyone, this is Halloween Haunter here, and welcome back to another Halloween video. In this Halloween video, we have right here is the Big Lots Halloween 2024 Raven Scarecrow from Techie. Now before I start the unboxing, I do want to quickly say thank you a lot to Big Lots because the Big Lots PR team actually reached out to me. I got to do a cool PR spooky unboxing with you guys on the channel, and they actually gave me a gift card to go ahead and buy this guy. This guy, along with two other animatronics I bought during Big Lots' 50% off sale on Friday the 13th. And I am super excited to finally have this. I've just been really wanting it ever since I first saw it. And the fact I not only got it during their Friday the 13th sale, but also from Big Lots, I really do appreciate it a lot. And once again, thank you Big Lots for making this unboxing possible. And I would recommend still checking your local Big Lots to see what Halloween stuff they might still have lingering around after that huge sale. I know Halloween is still going on over there, so I recommend checking your local store to see what they got. But anyways, let's go ahead and finally open the Raven Scarecrow. Just gonna cut these little tabs. Alrighty, so it's a slide out box, so we'll just pull it out. Wow, this is definitely something cool to see in person. I actually haven't seen this guy like set up or like in hand, so it's actually really cool to see him here. But anyways, our first piece we have is the fog adapter kit and the instructions. We have to undo all the twist ties in the back to get all of the other parts out. After undoing that, we can start pulling out some pieces. Our very first part is the Scarecrow's body. Once again, super cool to see that face in person. Right here we have each individual crow as its own piece, since this does connect around the neck. So I guess they all have three separate pieces. We got two brown poles right here. A pole with the control box. Two more poles, one with a fire and ice light on it. And the base. So that is pretty much all the parts for the Raven Scarecrow, not too many. Let's go ahead now and begin that setup. So our very first step will involve the base, of course. Then we will take this pole and snap lock it to the base, labeling A to A. We'll take the pole with the control box and snap lock it on next, labeling B to B. Now by the control box, the Raven Scarecrow does not come with an adapter. However, it does have an adapter option. And batteries, for this video, I will use an adapter. So I have one right here. I'll just plug it into there. Next is to take the pole with the fire and ice light and snap lock it onto the control box pole, labeling C to C. I'll take the wire from the fire and ice light and connect it to the control box. I'll take the body and now snap lock that over the pole. Once again, I'll take the two wires and connect them to the control box. I'll take this clip, put the wires through it, and then clip it onto one of the poles. Now looking underneath the burlap collar on the Scarecrow, I'm going to take each of the crows and snap lock them onto the slots on the neck. Now by each side of the shoulder, I'm going to snap lock the cross on. So this side will be F to F, this side being E to E. Now do whatever adjustments you want to the prop. If you are using the Raven Scarecrow with the fog machine, make sure that you take the nozzle or the fog machine, connect it to the fog hose, and then connect that to a fog machine. Then for your fog machine, depending on which one you have two options to plug in your cord into your fog machine. And then we will take this end of the wire, go to the control box, and connect this, labeling K to K on the control box. Make sure your fog machine's turned on and has fog fluid in it, so that when you turn this guy on, will be pretty much all good to go with fog flowing through him. And that is how you set up the Big Lots Halloween 2024 Raven Scarecrow. Now let's go ahead and roll that demo.
Where the crows circle above, you know there is something rotten below. Show you crows. They are coming for me. Just like I'll be coming for you. Tonight. If you can hear me, you're in grave danger. If you can see me, it's too late. Your grave has been made. Trespassers will be mutilated. I will drag you down into eternal darkness, and oh yes, there will be blood. Taste your fear.
So, the Big Lots Raven Scarecrow. How do I feel about this animatronic? Well, I gotta say, I think this guy is genuinely one of my favorite props of the entire year. And that's not just because Big Lots helped me get this guy, but I do genuinely think this guy is one of the best props this year. First of all, I am a huge Scarecrow pumpkin guy, so kind of seeing that mixed onto a prop like this makes me very happy. His clothing looks fine for what it is. It's not super detailed, like the ribcage has landscape fabric, which isn't great, but it's not the worst thing ever. The blue clothing looks fine. It's good. The burlap looks good as well. I like the stake cross coming out of his back. That does help make this prop feel different because we don't actually really get a lot of scarecrows on a post. So it is cool to kind of see the stakes stick out of there. I think the crows look phenomenal. All of them have the same sculpt, but I do think they look phenomenal. Textures look really good. Not super detailed because of course it's kind of a small mold, but they did a very good job with what they had there. The hat on the scarecrow looks fine. And then his face is awesome. I love the face so much because to me, this looks more like a scarecrow face, but it's in the color of orange. So it kind of implies this guy has like a pumpkin head, kind of morphed with the scarecrow face, which honestly I think is really cool. Like this guy has like almost like a jack-o'-lantern-esque face mixed with the scarecrow type face, and I think it works really well for this prop and works well just as its own piece. It stands out amongst other scarecrows and pumpkin props. It definitely is really good. The animation is awesome. I love the crows twirling around the scarecrow. This prop is just very unique, very different, very on its own, and I'm really happy with it. For $150, and of course for me getting it half off with the gift card is such a phenomenal deal. Once again, I want to say thank you to Big Lots for letting me get a chance to get this guy. If I had any complaints, which I do have a few, number one, I do wish he had an exposed rib cage with like the bones showing. We've seen that before on other techie scarecrows. I wish that was here on this guy. Number two, I'm not really a big fan of the hands. I get why they did that. It's obviously a pretty cheap way and easy way out of like making full-on scarecrow hands, but I do kind of wish inside of this it was just like maybe hay that you could have positioned correctly. My third complaint, I think it does look kind of weird that the burlap collar does kind of move up and down because of the mechanism spinning the ravens around. It kind of gets in the way of that, so it does kind of bump up and down during the activation, which I get they obviously couldn't really work around that, but I think they could have maybe like not had this piece separate and had it attached to the neck so that it wouldn't look as weird. That's a very minor complaint on my end, but I think my biggest complaint out of the Raven Scarecrow, and this actually goes in general with all the Big Lots props, but I do wish that they came with an adapter. Unfortunately, they only have the battery option and then the adapter option if you want to use it. Unfortunately, none of the Big Lots props this year have an adapter. I'm guessing that was probably a cost thing, which I get this guy's really well priced, but you still gotta spend $10 on that adapter, which I kind of just wish was included with the prop. It's not really a big deal because I can always go ahead and buy an adapter, but I do wish that when I get props, I wouldn't have to really worry about that, so it is a complaint on my end. However, all the complaints on this guy don't really add up to how cool he feels. The audio is awesome and he looks fantastic, and I overall would recommend this guy if you are considering buying him. Definitely an awesome fogging animatronic. With that being said, that will conclude this video on the Big Lots Halloween 2024 Raven Scarecrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next Halloween video.